my god, the feminine rage in this book was insane. It's the only option I have, but I also really liked it.
I love the female lead. She's amazing. She's kick-ass.
Welcome back to the Reading Gals YouTube channel. My name's Michelle.
And I'm Jen.
And we're sisters, and we love to read and talk about books. And today we are doing the mid-year freakout tag challenge, where we talk about some of our reads that we've got through this year.
We're gonna use the questions that at Plant-Based Bride used. We just liked that video and her questions, which I guess these questions came from past YouTube videos. So nothing new, just
our take on them.
Yeah, just our take. So I hope you guys gonna lock in with us and we're gonna talk about books. Question number 1, what is the best book you read so far this year?
Best book that I read so far this year, I'm going to have to say, is A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. I just felt drawn to this book at the bookstore and had to pick it up. And it was such a atmospheric read. It's written in second person, which I thought was so unique and something I haven't really experienced before. And it really just pulls you into the story, and the writing in this is top tier. It's so good. I do not understand how this has under 4 stars on Goodreads, because this is the best book that I've read so far this year. It was absolutely immersive and enthralling. Oh my god, the feminine rage in this book was insane, and I loved this book, and I can't wait to read more of her.
I'm choosing The Lies, the Summer and the Night by Tatiana Odette. I love this book. This is a true romantasy with, I don't even know. It's like a dark vampire, inspired book. The ending is one of the best endings. I'm excited for book 2. I got to read it as an arc, and I'm still thinking about this book. I am looking forward to book number 2. So that's my best book I've read so far this year.
It's interesting that we both picked vampire books.
I know. This book is like 300 pages and 5 stars. Question number 2. What is the best sequel you read so far?
This probably isn't a popular opinion, but I'm just going to have to go with Crown of Midnight, because this is actually the only sequel that I've read so far this year. Everything else has been like the first book in a series or a standalone or something. But I actually really enjoyed this. I see a lot of people say that they didn't like this, but I'm doing the reading order of Throne of Glass, then Crown of Midnight, then Air of Fire, then Assassin's Blade, and I really enjoyed this. I was down for this stuff that was going on. I really liked it, so it's the only option I have, but I also really liked it.
I've read a few sequels, but I'm going to also choose Crown of Midnight. The Crown of Midnight. I know it's book number 2. I am doing Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Assassin's Blade, then Air of Fire. Looking back, I really enjoyed reading this. I had a great time. The twists and turns in this, and the book boyfriend in here is top tier. But yeah, I had a great time reading this.
And this is as far as you are in the Throne of Glass journey, so don't spoil anything for us.
Yeah. Question number 3. What new release you haven't read yet, but you want to read?
For this, I'm choosing Weavenshaw. This is the Fairy Loot edition, which I think is gorgeous. But I think this was our January book box. But I love a good dark gothic book, and this is definitely giving that vibe. And so this is high on my TBR. I've been kind of putting it off till the fall, but I have heard nothing but good things about this book, and I think it's totally up my alley, something that I would really enjoy. And so this is the top of the list for me.
There's a lot of books, but let's talk about something more recent. In the Wake of the Ruin, which is book number 2 of this duology, I just hear this, you heard book 1 is good, book 2 is better. And that's what I'm hearing about this book. And it's Siren, so perfect for summer where we're at. So this is top of my list, and yeah. So number 4.
What are our most anticipated releases for the rest of the year?
Yeah, that's question number 4.
I think I have 3 for these.
The number 1 is definitely Akatar, number 6.
But I haven't finished The Glass or Crescent City, so I don't know if I should read it.
I know, right? I heard stuff about you have to finish Crescent City before you even go in book 6. But I'm also excited for Burn of the Everflame. I read the first 2 books, and I need to read Heat.
I think anticipation level for me is Burn of the Everflame. I'm obsessed with that series. Love, love, love the first 3 books. Sweetest Fiend by Raven Kennedy. I love the Plated Prisoner series. I actually need to finish the last 2, but that's besides the point. I'm really excited for her new series. So that's up there. Tempest by Victoria Aveyard. I'm definitely down for like a pirate romance, so I'm excited for that.
I think I'm kind of excited for the second of Rose and Chains because, you know, I started as a Germani fanfic and I heard it's like a real slow burn. I haven't read the book yet, but I'm excited just to get the book and hopefully it matches.
Sorry, I'm just like, how could I forget about this? The Knave and the Moon. That's one of my most anticipated reads, for sure. Like, The Night and the Moth, 6-star read, one of my favorite reads last year, so The Knave and the Moon, yeah, that's up there. I don't know how that slipped my mind. I think I just, like, have been waiting and I just forgot about it. But I'm really excited.
The month of September is going to
Pop
off. We have a lot of good releases coming up. But let's talk about some of your big disappointments. That's question number 5.
I think my biggest disappointment of the year so far, don't hate me, it's gonna have to be Between Tides and Thunder. I'm so sorry to anyone who loves this book. If you love it, I'm not taking that away from you. But I think I've said in previous videos, like, this just feels super trope dumpy to me. It's kind of like an insta love. It feels like everything you would expect in a romantasy, which maybe that's what you're looking for, but to me it doesn't really feel like anything new or unique in the genre. And so I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm 200 pages in. My mind can be changed, but so far it's a softie enough for me and I'm just like taking a break from it. I was just disappointed because of the hype around this book, and that's maybe my fault for falling for the hype, but I went into this thinking it was going to be a new obsession and my expectations are high and they were just not met. So yeah, softy enough for me so far. Want to finish, but it's going to be a minute.
At least we have the indie version and it's being traditionally published.
You never know. Maybe the last 200 pages will just like, I could be eating my words, right, you know, in the future. And if I do, I will say so.
I have like 2 disappointments. I just finished The Princess Bride. I love the movie. The movie is better than the book. I really hated the like second point of view, like the author talking to us as an reader, just because like I think it felt irrelevant to the story. But I really love that they took the dialogue and put it within the movie, so they used the same dialogue from the book to the movie. So I was kind of disappointed because I love the movie so much that it didn't live up the hype. Second is A Pack for Summer. I love this series. I still give this a 4, but I think the only disappointment in my like reading this is that it's mostly smut. It's 70% smut to 30% plot. That's okay. But I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that this is the last book in the series, and I just didn't feel like there was emotional connection between the leads and like the other books. That's how I feel. Like I love the book so much because there was emotional connection, the romance made sense. This just felt like under one roof with smut. Great smut. Really great smut. Love the smut. I thought I just needed more like connection.
More substance or something.
More substance. That's what I needed. So it was kind of disappointment. I still gave it 4 stars because I love the series. I love the female lead. She's amazing. She's kick-ass. It felt flat for a romance book. And it's a YA, so. Number 9. What is your biggest surprise?
I will say my biggest surprise is probably Wild Dark Shore. I went into this thinking that it would be maybe like a 3 to 4 star book. One of my friends recommended it and I thought I would like it, but I didn't think I was gonna love it, and I ended up loving it. So pleasantly surprised. This book was amazing. It's like a 5-star read, like captivating. I love what the author did where it gave us first person, second person, and third person through different characters, which I thought was so unique and so creative and such a cool way to tell the mystery and keep us engaged. and such a conversation on like grief and loss and what it means to love one another. I finished this book like a day ago, so I'm still kind of contemplating my thoughts, but I am really impressed with this book. So yes, I'm most surprised by this one, I think.
I think my most biggest surprise is a sequel. Book number 2 is Ruinless Ends, but this is book number 1, which is Immortal Consequences. This is a Fairy Loot edition. I think this is a series that, like, first book was good, second book was better, and I really liked the book. It was very character driven, and this book made me cry. Like, I'm serious. Like, I was crying at the end because how the characters and how the story wrapped up. I was really surprised that I loved it because I have said it in the past. I came in for the vibes. I left with a heartbreak. And I was just really surprised about this series, and I want to continue more of this author. So, and I know book 2 just came out in the month of July, and please pick up book 1 to continue book 2. I just love the 6 characters in there. It's a YA dark fantasy, so there's themes of like torture, and they talk about sexual situations because they're 17, 18-year-olds, but nothing is on the screen. Number 7. What's your new favorite author? It could be a debut or a new author to you.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to reuse, but I'm going to say one of these. Like, I was so impressed with both of these books, especially A Dowry of Blood. I was dog-earing pages. If I wasn't planning on sharing this book with you guys, I would be, like, highlighting in it. Like, there are so many lines in here that just, like, stopped me in my tracks and were amazing. Like, I can't even put into words how much I was impressed with this book, and so this is going to be a new favorite author for me, and definitely want to read more of S.T. Gibson.
I'm going to reuse a book, too. Is Tatiana Odette. I want to read more of her. She impressed me so much with this one book because look how tiny it is. So much happened in this little thing, and I felt like it just hit my soul right. And so I think Tessa Odette is a new favorite author, and I can't wait to read more of her. Number 8, who is your new fictional crush?
My new fictional crush is Darian Cassell from The City of Gods and Monsters. I really enjoyed this book. I gave this book like 3 stars because I didn't think the writing was like up there, but for vibes, this was a vibe read, and I'm definitely going to read book 2 and probably continue the series because I really actually enjoyed this. I thought, you know, this has the bodyguard trope, and this has a kind of psychotic, unhinged, but in a good way, book boyfriend, and yeah, new book crush right here.
I read a lot of books, and they kind of all blend together, but I'm going to pull out one that like I recently read because it's more fresh. But the male character in here just, again, yearns. So if you have a big yearning, he yearns. And I really like that. So I can't say a lot what this is because my sister hasn't read it, but I really like the male lead and how he yearns for his woman. I think my sister's going to love this book because
I need to read it.
Because the tropes are here. She likes these kind of tropes. This is her book.
You know my reading style, so
I know.
I need to pick it up.
Yeah, so I'm going to use him as example, just the most recent. Even though I'm in my Zodiac Academy era, I don't know.
Plus, I mean, look at this. He looks like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he looks like that.
That doesn't hurt the situation.
I know. Number 9, what is your new favorite character?
Okay, this is going to be an interesting one for me. I'm actually going to say Jet from Not Quite Dead Yet. I loved this character. And she is my new favorite character because normally, for some reason, like characters who are kind of like quirky like her and can be seen as like a little bit annoying at times, I actually really fell in love with Jet as a character. And this book totally took me off guard. Like, I wasn't expecting to love a simple little thriller as much as I did, and I think the reason I fell in love with this book so much is because of Jet, the main character, and she felt like a real person to me, and yeah, I just really enjoyed reading about her.
Anyway,
You're back with
I'm back.
back with Wild Ribbons.
What really made me love this book was Matilda, which is the female lead. We really focus on Matilda, but oh my goodness, Matilda made this book for me. I swear, like, I just recently finished this. This is a 4.5 star, maybe even a 5 star at this point. Like, I'm so impressed.
You're still thinking about it?
I'm still thinking about it. I want more books in this world, and just, I love this world so much.
Wait, question. Now that you've read this, I know this is in the same world as Divine Rivals. Do you recommend I read Divine Rivals first, or can I start here?
This is in first person, and Divine Rivals is in third person writing style.
Because I kind of want to start here. Is
I
that
think you
acceptable?
can start either way. You just get more on the world. The world building is more prevalent in here, and it's set like 200 to 500 years in the future. No, set in the past of the timeline of Divine Rivals. So
maybe that'd be good then, because one of the criticisms I see about Divine Rivals duology is the lack of world building. So perhaps if you read this first, you would have those nuggets of information and then like appreciate.
I am going to say I really like Divine Rivals and not Ruthless Vows, just how that romance happened. So I'm loving this. Again, I'm a first person girly, especially in a romance and a romantasy setting. I like to know how they feel and how they see the world. Number 10, a book that made you cry.
Again, this book made me cry because I fell in love with the character and I just like really liked her journey, and I wasn't expecting to cry in a thriller, and I never have before, but this book did the trick. So props to Holly Jackson for that amazing writing. So this took me by surprise and did actually make me cry. Also, bring it up again, Wild Dark Shore. I didn't cry physical tears in this book because I feel like it does take a lot to make me actually like shed a physical tear, but I did feel like I was crying on the inside. I had all the emotions of crying reading this, which is surprising. This is kind of a short book and it really packs a punch, and major punch. So yes, this made me cry.
I said it before, where this ends literally made me cry. The way that some characters, their endings ended in this duology literally made me cry. I'm in love with the character development of this story. So that's one of my options. My second one is The Poor Empress, which was our buddy read in April, so we both read this. There was one scene that literally was making me cry, and I was like somewhere in the middle. But I have a lot of empathy, and I can really feel like when something really bad happens, I can cry about it. I was crying for the female lead at one point. I guess both books I read in April made me cry. Highly recommend The Poor Empress. It is a dark fantasy, not a romantasy fantasy.
Yeah, there is no romance in this book. I will say, Air of Fire actually made me cry. Like, I remember looking at you, like, we were reading in the living room, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. And you're like, I haven't got there yet, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I was just like, I'm literally about to cry, just warning you.
Yeah. And this is an Alcrate version, if you wanted to know.
Also, Redeeming 6 is making me cry. I'm only halfway through, but I'm also crying.
I'm scared to read Redeeming 6.
I guess a lot of books have made me cry this year, now that I think about it.
On a lighter note, number 11, what books made you happy?
Okay, I have a good one for this. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison made me happy because I am on a journey to find romance books that I liked and because I feel like I've always read like a lot of corny romance and it really turned me off to the genre. Long story short, I'm trying to find romance books that I enjoy, and this made me happy. I listened to this on audio, which was a fun experience because of the narrators, but I really enjoyed this. Fantastic rom-com. It felt like watching a good feel-good Netflix movie or something. It just made me smile, so.
I'm going to say two of them. First, The Shippers by Kathleen Centra. This one was making me laugh so much. I gave this a 4.5. I think it's a 5-star now, the amount I talk about it, because like the banter was so lit. You have two best friends from childhood to lovers situation. Yeah, it's in The Simpsons, so whatever. But seriously, the banter was making me laugh. Speaking of banter, Yes Chef The banter in here also is making me laugh. It was making me giggle. I love when a good romance can make you giggle, laugh out loud, and just make you happy. So these two romances are top of my list of happy romances.
Good banter is always good.
Number 12. What is the most beautiful book you have received or purchased this year?
I'm going to say Under the Oak Tree Volume 3 because I will never miss the opportunity to plug this series. I am loving this series. I've actually only read the first one, but I was obsessed with it. And they just keep coming out each volume. This is Volume 1. Really gorgeous. And these aren't even like special editions. Like, this is just what you get out the gate.
They're deluxe editions.
Okay, but they're not like Fairy Loot or something. Volume 2 and Volume 3. I love these books. I think they're so gorgeous, and I'm always going to plug them as like the prettiest books because they look gorgeous on your shelves, and you have Maxie on the covers, and I love them. They're just so beautiful.
I love Maxie as a character.
Yeah, I need to get back to the series because this is top tier.
So my birthday was back in May, and I did this in a birthday birthday video haul. But I'm gonna show the Tessa Odette series. I think it's called The Tangled with Fae. It's a 5-book series, all inspired by classic Disney retellings like Cinderella, Snow White, Aladdin, and these ones are from the author's site. Like,
you can actually only get these covers on the author's website. Like, if you go to Amazon or a bookstore, you're not going to find them. So if you want them, you should go get them because they're beautiful.
and each book has a, like, they have an end page, and they're personally signed for me by the author herself. So I feel really special because that was a birthday gift from my sister. And yeah, so these are my, like, yeah, we might have Fairy Loot and stuff, but I feel like this is very personalized to me because I said earlier, Tessa Odette is becoming one of my favorite authors. So getting a personalized set by the author herself is like really legit.
And always getting like indie covers that you know, like you can't get anywhere else is always special.
I just want to plug this in, but the Ballad of Fallen Dragons, we got a signed edition. I think it's just so pretty. This book is just really pretty. And so yeah. So this creator that we're following did a 12.5. What is the coolest cover? A 2026 cover only that came out. What is the coolest cover? I'm gonna use this book, The Song of Salt and Shadow. I really like this cover. This is the indie version. This is getting traditionally published, so pick up your copy if you can. But I really like this cover. I don't know, maybe it's a pirate, she's a siren, or a mermaid, I really don't know. But there's character art in this book that I'm just like loving. So this is my new obsession, which I think is really cool. I love character art in these indie books, and it just makes the indie books so much better.
I'll piggyback off that because although this book came out in 2025, I haven't read it yet, but I literally bought this book after only seeing the cover on someone else's YouTube channel, and I was like, yes, I want that on my shelf. That is Child of Chauvet, and I like these like kind of humanoid fae covers. Like, I love the Quicksilver cover. I think it's really cool and unique, and I just wanted to say, like, if you go to the author's website right now, like as of today, probably when this comes out, I hope, you can get a deluxe version of this book that has sprayed edges. I believe it's hardback and it has the same cover, but go to the author's website and get the book, the deluxe version, because I have a feeling that this book is going to blow up and become popular. There is character art in the back. I don't think this is a spoiler. I don't really know since I haven't read it. I don't think this is why choose, but based on this, it could be. I don't know. But yeah, this is just one of those books that really called to me. I was like, I really, really like this cover and I really want it. And if you do want to get an indie copy, you can get one on Amazon or the author's website. If you want a deluxe edition, go to the author's website and get it right now before it becomes popular, because I did see someone trying to resell the deluxe version on Pango, even though you can still get it on the author's website. So just be wary of things like that. Always check the author's website. Anyway, I like this cover.
Some of these indie covers are better than the traditional book covers.
That's why I always get indie books, because I love the indie covers. I like the way they feel, I like the way they look. There's usually really good art on them. So definitely a fan of those.
Give us Rex. We love collecting these indie books. The final question. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? All of them.
I feel like, yeah, that's such a hard question. I feel like for me, okay, let's go top 5. I'm going to say Alchemized, because I was supposed to read that last year. I didn't. The whole Throne of Glass series, I need to finish that. It's been on my radar for so long. Burn of the Everflame, I want to finish off that series. Nave in the Moon, and lastly, what else? I really would love to like read the Mistborn trilogy. Like, those are kind of like all things I really want to finish. The list could go on and on, but I'm just trying to think of my top 5 that came to mind.
Well,
and that top 5 was probably like 12 books. So,
I think my top 5 is definitely what you said, because we have the shared board. I need to finish Throne of Glass. I need to read Alchemize. I want to read Tempest and Sweetest Fiend. That sounds really interesting. I want to read, but I also need to read Heat, because Burn comes out, but I haven't read Heat yet. So it would be fresh in my mind where Burn comes out. And we have tickets to see the author later in September. So hopefully we can read Burn by then. I'm really excited. I really love Penguin. She's an amazing author and a person from what we've seen and heard.
This is a God tier series for me. I've actually, one of the series I'm caught up on, but God tier for me. I love Luther. I love that series. It's amazing. It's the ultimate like good slow burn, which I appreciate.
Just a random book that I need to finish. It's a Why Choose. I need to read my Why Choose books. I need to read all the books. But other than that, other than like our TBR is endless, I think this is the end of our mid-year checkup. Oh, wait, I forgot. How many books did you read so far this year?
I don't know where my phone is. I think I want to say I'm at like 28, but I did have a full month reading slump where I didn't read anything. So hopefully that doesn't happen in the second half of 2026. Otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. But my reading goal is 50, which is not a crazy number for the book community. I feel like it's pretty doable. But yeah, I need to lock in for the second half for sure.
My goal is 100, and right now I'm at 46 books. And Goodreads is telling me I'm 10 books behind of my schedule. So thank you, Goodreads.
I'm only 4 behind, so.
But we are planning on reading some good bangers this year, at the end of the year, and
I'm planning on doing more immersion reading, which I think is going to really help me, because I think I get so easily distracted. I think I'm learning I'm not necessarily a slow reader. I'm a very distracted reader, so immersion reading should help me stay focused.
And in the month of August, I think we are going to try plan an hour or two. Literally sit down and read every single day. We've been really distracted by sports, life events, and we're watching Desperate Housewives, so.
Which I think is totally worthwhile.
Yeah, that's how we end our nights right now, is rewatching. We're currently on season 5 while we're filming this, so. I guess we're talking about Desperate House. I'm going to say I love Brie. Brie is my favorite character out of the 4.
I'm not going to say anything because I feel like I'll get hate for saying who I don't like. It's not Brie. I like Brie.
Yes, Brie is amazing, and I love her character arc.
Anyway, thanks for watching our mid-year check-in, and hopefully by the end of the year we have more books to talk about. We have met our reading goals, and there's so much to look forward to in fall. I feel like really so many books are coming out in fall. Like, it's gonna be such a big reading like second half of the year. Like, I'm ready to lock in.
Yeah, hopefully football doesn't take over. We're big football fans lately.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
But yeah, we really need to lock in, and there's so much to look forward to in the reading community. And if you have any amazing recommendations, of course, leave them below. And thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
You got a cat. I got a dog. Cat, dog. This is going to be...
Sorry, the stack of books is getting crazy.
No. I love my sister and she's amazing.